What's good, Canna fam? Welcome back to Wepop Gardening. We are over here in the Gorilla Lightline 4x4 under the FCE 6500. Got a Granddaddy clone that we cut back. Y'all remember this one? She's nursing back to health. Had quite a bit of issues with her during the transition with the sponsorship and getting the room set up, etc. Let me get y'all a sneak peek at this, but I wanted to show you guys how she was doing. So this is how we're looking in here now. We're gonna have all 3 tents set up ready for flowering. Got them all in the line to help with recording, get you guys better content. Like I said, super excited about that. Glad to be a part of the Vivosun team. I already got some plants in there as part of the Grow series. So I'm super happy to be rolling with that and getting things back into check here. But I want to stop in here today and get you guys up to date with this Granddaddy. This is the clone I cut. As you can see, I'm doing a little bit of training on it. Dunning it out, spreading it out. She got a little lanky on me, just because she didn't have a tent for about a week. Had some issues with it and was having troubles getting her set. So she got a little taller than I wanted to. So today I'm gonna come in here with some bud trainers that my man over there at Man Down Garden sent me. Shout out to him. Appreciate you, brother. But I've never used them before. I've always done tie downs on the buckets, but we're gonna give these a shot, see what they can do. Thought I'd share with y'all what we got going on. So I topped this the other day, a couple days ago, just to take this upper off, because obviously we don't have a crap ton of light going up to a crap ton of room going up to the light in here. I mean, I got space to go up, but I want to keep it low. I want to keep the dial turned down and just keep things as cool as possible, because it's a little bit warmer in the tent room here with having all 3 lined up. But we're gonna manage. So there's gonna be some shifts and some variances, but I'm gonna try to lay this thing down a little bit so that way I can get another net in here and see if we can spread this one out. And now that I got 3 runs going at once, like 3 larger plants, I can actually spend more time vegging these out and getting the tents themselves like set up. So I think it's a perfect time to attempt some things here, play around a little bit, because we'll have other plants we can, you know, keep the content rolling in on and updates, and I can stay up on my flowering times and all that and keep the perpetual grows running still as we go here. Never really dealt with these, like I said, but they seem pretty cut and dry. Just realize these smaller stems are a little finicky. They're more pliable, obviously. I have not given this plant any silica or anything crazy. So like I said, I'm gonna fold these down. As you guys can see, I still got some issues, but it's darkening back up, turning out good. No complaints here. She's getting healthy again. Got it in a 7.5 gallon pot. Had a lot going on with Christmas and the holidays and trying to get the sponsorship video out on time. So bear with me. We're a little backed up on things. And I'm not even going to lie to y'all, I missed recording a little bit of stuff to keep you guys updated on. But I'm going to start going more in depth on what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, and why, for all you new growers, so that way you guys can learn as we go, because that's the whole point of doing all this. So today I'm going to do the LSTing or putting the bud clips on here and laying this over, so that way these got time to catch up. We'll keep this canopy pretty level to this height. Like I said, I got room to go up, but she's pretty dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and check the pH on the water here, make sure we're in the range we want. And I know I announced earlier I was running with some green rush nutrients. I'm gonna incorporate that into the grows. I'm gonna continue to use Gaia also, just this way you guys can have some comparison, and I want to see it too. So we're gonna do all that and kind of just see how we end up. I'm excited for the green rush, so I'm gonna start with this one. This has been in this pot for obviously 3 weeks, so we're pretty close to being able to go ahead and give some roots without tearing it up. So I'm gonna get that set up and let you guys see how I run the process here. Be right back. So yeah, fam, like I said, we got some cool changes coming. Super excited about the green rush here, and also being able to finally let the cat out of the bag with the sponsorship with Vivosun. They got some cool stuff. Any of y'all that are looking to add to the arsenal, green rush save you 10%. The Vivosun save you 15%. I think that's freaking amazing. We've come up with some good stuff, made some huge advances over the years here. I know for those of you that have been here, you've seen I got a few of their tents and their heating pads for the cloner and all that. I was super impressed with their advances on their LED lights and all that. So I was glad to hear from them when they reached out and asked me about joining the team there. Also super happy about this green rush. Like I said, this is readily available as soon as it's watered. Like, it's going to start uptaking. Obviously there's going to be some microbial breakdown, that's why it has sugar in it, but been advised that using green rush you should put buffers in, like worm castings and things to that nature. Obviously it'll help your soil overall with cocoa and pro mix, because it doesn't just add an element to it. It holds moisture, allows more airflow for the roots themselves, and obviously helps your microbial life. So definitely something to keep into consideration if you're going to use green rush. So they have an add-on too that I saw for like magnesium, but they got the seaweed extract, which I'm not actually adding this round, but I wanted to show you guys this anyway. So this stuff's awesome. This has got 16% K in it, and it's got the kelp extract, which is 100%. So pretty good deal for buffering out your soil and helping the microbe life. Seen a few people running it and having great results. So that was one of the things I didn't like about dry amendments, like not being water soluble, is the wait time. Like, you got to stay on point with that. I know that seems like crazy, like you'd think like, oh, y'all are lazy if you just miss it, but life happens, man. Things happen, and you end up missing a feeding, or you got so much going on in the garden, you just forget to write down what day you fed, and you're guessing at it or something crazy, you know. Speaking of that, y'all should get you a secret squirrel book going too if you don't have one already. I use this one. It's got a log. I log all my grows. See that? See? One of those starting to get into that speak it into existence things, you know. So yeah, I log my grows, like what the plants like, what they don't like, what I've noticed throughout the runs, and starting to keep an everyday log on that for every grow that I do. That way I can look back and be like, oh yeah, this plant like this, didn't like that. So I don't know. I think that's how you become a better grower. I mean, unless you just got an awesome memory, but you guys can see the gray beard starting to take effect, and that memory loss thing kind of gets you. No, I'm just playing. I ain't old. Young as you feel in the heart. So, hope y'all had a good Christmas, and or happy Hanukkah, whatever your religious preference are. I'm just hoping everybody had an amazing time with their family overall. She was a little hard losing my mom. First Christmas without her. And, you know, the first year is rough for everything. I know some of you can relate, been there. You just keep pushing on for their sake, I guess. And as much as I want to tell the world to stop, it don't. Kind of the same thing with the PTSD, coming back from war and dealing with all that garbage for 20 years. All you other vets out there know what I'm talking about. So, no need to go in depth there. But, you know, we just keep pushing on because that's how it goes. I got a new grow series that I'm going to be bringing y'all's way. Like I said, yeah, you like how I changed the subject there, trying to go on to brighter, better things. Anyway, I got a grow series that I'm starting for y'all. It's going to be with Elevate Seeds. I got a Kongzilla and a spicy guava. I've been chomping at the bit to get going. And I finally got that rolling. They came out of the cloner tent. I put them in the Vivosun 4x4, and because that's got a different spectrum option for seedlings, and then veg, and then flowers. So I'm super excited to get that underway with you guys. Been working on the recordings now for a minute. Don't have everything set yet. I got to do a couple follow-ups, but they're looking amazing. And they were in the cloning tent a little too long for my likings, but they're recovering well also. We're all set though, so it's going to be it'll be good in the end. Really good. I'm going to try to get, once that Blue Dream's out over there, we're going to take one of those and shift it over to there. That way we got one in each tent for flower. They'll have plenty of space, more control over the humidity levels and stuff during flower that way too, instead of having two plants in one tent. So I don't know. I personally prefer that. I know a lot of people are a little skeptic about running one massive plant because they're worried about crop and having too much soil, wasting too much newts. Like I'd say it's really depends on A, your growth style, and B, your time availability, right? People say it's way easier to grow like a bigger pot, which I disagree. I think you got to be pretty keen on everything. There's a lot of variables with it. You got to dial in newts, which most things are not just simple cut and dry. Now, Green Rush probably will make that a whole lot easier dealing with the 20-gallon pot or 15 or whatever. I don't know. It's just gives you more control over availability for what your plant needs. And if you're paying attention to them, you'll know what they need along the way, which is, like I said, it takes time. You got to spend like a lot of time dealing with them. But if you're super busy all the time, I would think that it's probably a little easier to run smaller plants because less soil, less roots, more control over corrections, etc. I mean, I don't know. I think they're all equal. It's just a matter of what level you want to deal with newts and how much soil and dealing with watering and all that. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments because I'm curious. Like, y'all gotta have opinions on that. And no, I'm by no means saying one way is easier than the other because I know like sometimes growing can be complicated, complex when you run into problems. But that's why we got a support system, and Canafan is great. I keep telling you guys, if you guys have any questions, need help, anything, hit me up in my email. It's on my channel there, wepop smoke at Yahoo. I'm here to help, fam. Like any of y'all. If you're new, need some suggestions on what kind of equipment you might be interested or need for your like grow space, lights, like I mean anything. Soil, thoughts on that. I know I grow cocoa, but I know quite a bit about soil too. So they're a little bit different of animals, but it's the same basis. So y'all just communicate. I know what the world needs, more communication. Nah, it's all good. But yeah, I'm here for y'all, willing and able to help y'all out any step of the way. Just hit me up and I'll do what I can. If you don't want to email me, hit me up in the comments. I get everything. I might be stuck at work, not able to respond right away, but I will definitely get to you. So this right here, watering this way, I think is really good for you too, because it gives you time to like watch your plant, check out the details, so that way the next time you come in, you can notice differences and variations on your leaves, or how this droop got better and this is like darkening up. Like, it gives you a chance to like spend with your plant. I like that auto drip irrigation system that I got sent over from Mars Hydro, but I just it's so impersonable, man. I feel like these things live. I know that sounds hippie-ish, but like, you gotta connect with your plants, man. There's definitely a science to that. I know y'all are gonna think I'm cuckoo, but I firmly believe in that. Good vibes. Some people can't grow with the snot. I think it's because they don't have the patience and they just don't have good vibes that they let off, man. Plants won't grow for you if you don't give them love, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I play music for them. We jam out. I wouldn't admit this to anybody, but sometimes I sing to them. Not that I got a good voice or nothing. It's probably what killed a couple of them. Oh man, just kidding. But nah, I feel like you just gotta have that connection, man. It's just like having a pet. Kids, what you put in is the growth they give you. So I don't know, just my view on things. I gotta say though, man, Canna fam, you guys are the best. Dealt with some pretty deep depression issues the last year here. And with my mom dying and all that, just my whole world flipping, because we were like best friends. Not just my mom, she was my dad too, growing up. So Superman, Superwoman, there for everything, every step of the way. But I had to find a new way, and fam, you guys have helped me more than you know. Obviously, my wife's been amazing, and my kids too. So there's, but I gotta say, you guys give me a purpose, and I appreciate the mess out of that. Like I really do. All y'all that are out there that are vets dealing with PTSD, you understand. Like having a purpose is huge. I think that stands true for anybody, to be honest with you. So I just want to say thank y'all, because that is I needed that, and I appreciate you guys every day, every day. So we're down to about 3.5 liters left, and I think I'm gonna let that set in there and finish watering out. That way, she's not sitting in a bunch of water when the time comes. Y'all know how that goes. Overwater it. I don't want to deal with stagnant shit down there in the bottom, so I'm gonna let that ride. We'll see how that goes and go from there. But as I said, I'm super excited to bring you guys everything that we got going on. I'm glad the sponsorships are starting to pick up, so I can bring some stuff back to you guys. Obviously, yes, your purchases help the channel, but I will always reinvest into the equipment and the time spent and camera. That's my next shot. That's my next goal, y'all. I want to give me a recording camera so I can bring you guys better content and give you some clearer pictures and stuff. Been doing all this with the phones. Obviously, like I said, whoa. Can't be having that. But she skimped out. I went ahead and just cleared the snot out of the bottom here because I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, that's cinnamon. I don't know how many of y'all actually use cinnamon, but if I break a branch, it's like a natural band-aid. The connection between it just acts like a band-aid for the plants. So you could cut the mess out of it, put a little cinnamon on there, and it won't even miss a beat. It's crazy. What's good, fam? Welcome back to Wepop Gardening over here in the Gorilla Light Line 4x4 with that FCE 6500 covering that baby wall to wall. We are back over here again with this Granddaddy Purple clone, and wanted to give you guys the update on it so you can see what was going on. As you can see, I added the bud trainers, bud clips, whatever you want to call them. My man sent me from Man Down Gardening. I hadn't used them. Appreciate you, brother. They are coming in hot and clutch, helping me out a lot with this training, and don't have to deal with all those goofy little wires. But anyway, last what was it, 4 days ago? I think now we did feed with the green rush and got that set up. You can see she is healthier than crap. Looking great, nice and lush. Took well. So that was the last watering. Today is just going to be watering, normal watering for her. Just straight water itself. So I'm gonna set up, pH this water down, get it watered out, and next time we will feed again and see what's going on. I just was super impressed with the way that she responded to that green rush. Happy to be trying that out. I'm gonna drop you guys a link down there in the description with the discount code wepop. Save you guys some money on that if y'all want to end up grabbing you some. Super impressed with it. Anyway, as y'all can see, I put the net in here. I am planning on netting her. I want to spread this out, hence is why I'm doing the LST in the way I am with those clips. I'm trying to see, like you can see from like right here, I'm trying to keep this plateau, and I've been working on getting these side branches to come up and level out with the top canopy here. Once that's good, which I'm not going to top the plant anymore. I already did that. It's responded really well to it with the hormone shift that I was after to get these girls' sides to come up. But we're going to just keep, I'm going to bend that down one more time so that way the canopy levels out 100% across the top. And then we're going to bring the net down and start spreading her out. Let it eat. Like I said on that last run of the Granddaddy, super disappointed with myself. Ended up having some issues with my equipment, which I am still. I'm just running without it. That way I don't have that problem. Neighbors are all cool, so I ain't too worried about the smell. Plus, when I do crop here, it's pretty ridiculous how bad it leaks out the house anyway, so I'm not really missing much. But I'll probably order one, actually. I like that filter from Vivosun, to be honest with you. It was cool for mounting and hanging, and the functionality of it actually puts back a little bit of cooler air into the tank as it's filtering out. So I'm probably going to run that in there, just to be totally real. But I'll get that at a later date here. I'm going to double check this water down here, and we'll get some water to her. All right, fam. So we got the pH tester, AC Infinity over here. Let this calibrate itself. Yes. No. Yes. Fahrenheit. Yes. There we go. All right. Check this out. I appreciate y'all dropping some inlight. Appreciate y'all dropping your insights in there for me. In the comments on the last release on the Grow series over there. Definitely appreciate it. Like I said, I want to bring y'all better stuff, better content, make y'all happier, and get more in depth on what I'm doing during the growth, so I can teach new growers how to better themselves. Also open to hear from experienced growers themselves and suggestions on things that I can do better here in the garden. So we are holding at 8.1, which is super high. I don't want it to be that high. So I'm going to get some pH down. I'm going to drop that in there. For all you that are, I don't know if I've ever actually gone over this, but I use Humboldt Seeds or Humboldt Secret pH down. Stuff works great. I bought it in bulk. Had it for like a year and a half now, and had no problems with it. So good price. I got it on Amazon. Anyway, I got this little 3 milliliter syringe piece. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's for like gardening, literally. So I just put 3 milliliters in there because that usually gets me down close to where I need to be. But I'm going to go ahead and let that sit for at least 15 to 20 minutes before I check it again. I'm going to stir it in real good. But after that, we'll test it out one more time and see what we got here. Had to let this stabilize a little bit. And we're right at the 6.2 mark. It's about where I want to be, no higher than that. I'll fluctuate this every other watering a little bit between 5.8 and 6.2. That way I got ranges for nutrient uptake. As y'all know, or might not know, it's super important. Different elements absorb at different levels. So I'm gonna go with 6.2. Again, this is straight water. Fed this with Green Rush last watering, so we're gonna just give it straight water, and I'm gonna run it till about 5% runoff, just so that way we don't leave too much in there. It's recommended with the Green Rush, so just gonna follow suit, stay on it, keep doing it like I'm told. That way there's no discrepancies in the end. I'm gonna start running different grows. Like I was saying, I'm gonna run Green Rush on this one, and the other two, I got another one of the other ones. So it's the Elevate Seeds. I'm gonna end up running Gaia Green with it, just because I want to, like I said, I want to show you guys different stuff, bring you different things so we can see the differences as they go. Like I said earlier too, this canopy's leveling out. It's perfect, almost exactly what I was wanting. So I think we're close to bringing that net down there. Get that net brought down, and I'll start weaving her out. I'm gonna also run silica on this once I get it positioned where I want it with the net. That way she can start firming up for cell growth and support the buds better. So I think that was part of the problem on the last one, was I scrogged it, but I didn't let the stalks thicken up and get heavier, so that way they could hold bigger buds. It's part of the catch, is having the stability there to manipulate the plant into giving you bigger product or bigger buds, telling it can hold more. You know what I mean? So that's something that I'm going to focus on this run also. And I see down here we got some perfect branches we can start taking clones from when I clean them up, because not all that's going to be left. I want to make sure this thing's got plenty of space and nice and level all the way through. So I'm going to end up cleaning up a little bit in the bottom branches as we go, but we'll get into all that later. I don't think it'll be too long. Maybe 2 to 3 weeks we'll be able to have this spread out pretty good. The main stalks that I want to get on there set and ready for flower. I know the stretch is going to thin things out too, so we're going to kind of let that ride. And I just want to make sure she's got good stability when the time comes for flower, because I know this thing can make some massive colas, man. Everybody knows about Granddaddy. Like, I just went about it wrong the last approach. I learned a few things on her. and I'm looking forward to correcting those issues and kind of just seeing what we can get out of it compared to the last go around. So stay tuned on that. I'm gonna drop the net here soon, like I was saying. We'll get that worked out and start spreading her out, getting her stable. Coming in hot. She's coming in hot. All right, fam. So we are up in here. I'm gonna get this adjusted here. Sorry, let me straighten up this camera a little bit. All right, so like I said before, my canopy's pretty much level. I got a couple tall ones there, but that'll all level out. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this down so I can start spreading this out and get this straw rolling. I'm gonna put that over the top there. I'm gonna keep sliding this down the more I go, but we'll get the sides locked in after the fact. So I'm just gonna bring these down, clear this corner over here. Like I said, I got these trainers on here, but kind of looking to just lay it all out. Obviously, we want to fill the whole net here, so just gonna keep working this out. Coming soon here. And start giving it silica once I get it situated. And start firming up the cell walls and all that. But just gonna keep knocking her down. So we're gonna have one little main topper here. I'm probably gonna nip this just to get it out the way. Keep everything down flush, but I don't know. I'll see how that goes in the next couple days. I'm not gonna make no rash decision on it currently. Usually when I do this and start laying it out, I'll pull that, and then obviously I want to take these trainers off like once they get established or to a point that they're catching one of the rungs here. I'm gonna pull these clips so that way obviously the stems can continue to grow without being restricted by the clips themselves. I don't want it growing into itself per se, I guess is what I'm getting at, because it kind of defeats the purpose. I'm gonna open up some of this too, so that way, like the growth underneath, like these little guys here, can get like exposure to the light and come up through. I'm not gonna take off too much, so that way it's not all crazy. But I watered this to the runoff, like y'all saw, and I'm starting to notice that this Granddaddy is fairly temperamental when it comes to the amount of water it gets. Because I was having the same issue with the leaves cupping, the bigger leaves and everything. I thought it was heat stress, but I'm starting to realize it was water stress. I'm going to have to do a little more research. All you gromies out there that have been growing for a long period of time, if you've grown Granddaddy, let me know your take on water consumption, if you've had issues with it in the past, etc. Definitely didn't have this problem until after I just heavy watered it. So I'm wondering if that's been the deal the whole time with it when I was dealing with the previous flower on the last one. I'm gonna pull this clip here. And then from this stage right here, I'm just gonna tuck them out, fill this up, and let it eat. Check back in here next week. But you guys see what's going on throughout the week here. Obviously, I keep y'all posted on the leaves and all that. It's definitely not hot. Power level's great. Got for sure got air movement out, so that's another thing. But definitely, see, this is why I like to grow the same plant, same strain, so you can like learn it. You know what I mean? See a lot of people bouncing back and forth on strains and just moving to the next one. I kind of like to run the same strain so I can learn the ins and outs of it. I don't know how y'all do it or what y'all preference is. Let me know in the comments there. Tell me what y'all think. Give me some interaction on it. I'm curious what y'all go through and what you guys see and deal with. But anyway, appreciate y'all. Hope you have a great week here, and we'll stop back in and let y'all see what's going on. Till then, as always, peace. What's good, y'all? Welcome back here. It's been a minute since we popped in over here on the Granddaddy Purple. This is that clone we cut down off that other flower. All you new subs and everybody else, if you hadn't seen it, it's back in the archives there. Check it out. I wanted to come in here today and let you guys see what was going on with her. Been about 2 weeks, to be honest with you. I overwatered the mess out of her. And after careful consideration, I just let it dry out. The pot, it's taken a long time. I mean, a long time. The foliage is starting to come back in here, which is good. I did a little more deeper research on the strain for Granddaddy. I'm assuming this is crossed with a Kush, so because it definitely didn't give me Granddaddy features, so I'm thinking it's more predominantly Kush, which takes way less water and likes warmer climates, which would be a good indication of what happened before. It's also a heavy feeder as far as phosphates go throughout the grow. So today I'm gonna come in here and finish getting rid of these burned up tips, because the overwatering obviously threw the pH levels off in the soil and caused me a little bit of lockout. Tips are brittle, the edges are curling. You see, like right here, I got another one hanging out, having issues. So I got some scragglers, but she is back to new growth, which is good. Can't complain about it. Kind of didn't know which way it was gonna go, and because I know I soaked the mess out of her. Got to talking, got all baked, and watered it like it was a 20 gallon and ended up soaking the pot. Had the whole bottom full. Like, I mean, I definitely overdid it. But anyway, I thought it'd be good content. Let y'all see how it turns out here in the end, and just having some patience with it and letting it do its thing. It's like we all know, and for those of you that are new to growing and don't know, these plants are super resilient. You can put them through the ringer and end up being all right. So part of the assessment that I made is my leaves are curling, flaring up on the sides, which is usually a good indicator of magnesium and phosphates, borderline deficiency. Obviously I know it was locked out, so because it had just too much water in there, threw the pH totally off in the soil. So, but at the same time, I want to make sure it's got all the proper nutrients it needs in the soil. And being that I'm using the green rush, I'm gonna do a 50-50 on it today. I'm gonna mix the bloom with the flower. So That way it's getting a little bit more phosphates. I just want to see how it affects this plant, because in my last run with the Gaia on it, even I had some major issues and deficiencies along the way, and I'm 99% sure it was lack of phosphates and a little overwatering. So I realize these don't take that much and don't need that much moisture for growth. So we're gonna make the adjustment, and just wanted to let you guys see what was going on with her. And I'm gonna go ahead and get the feed ready because she's due. So we got this set up over here. I'm gonna also give it some seaweed extract just to help the microbial life in the soil, because it's been a minute and I know I haven't really used this much for y'all to see. So when using this, you just give it 1-2 part. This is a 2-gallon mixer. Brought that out of my bubbled 5-gallon pail over there, and pH that down, the water down to 6.2. Should be good to go. I'm gonna do one teaspoon of each in the 2 gallons, and just gonna let it blend up. We'll get it mixed up, and then my water, give it some feed. Hopefully she responds well to it. I thoroughly think that it's a lack of phosphates. The Green Rush veg has a lot of different nitrogen or different minerals available, which is cool, but there's quite a large difference in the bloom, which the bloom still carries quite a bit of nitrogen. So it's not like I'm not giving it enough nitrogen as far as the feed goes with this, but contains more phosphates and more magnesium. So I think it'll make a big difference in there. But I'm gonna get this set up here and shake the piss out of it and get it mixed up real good. Look at that, even with the sprayer I'm making a mess. So I'm not gonna lie guys, I was disappointed in this strain. The way it turned out, the smoke was great. Didn't get much out of it, but the smoke itself was delicious. It's got a earthy taste to it with a little hint of fruit, but not great. Being Granddaddy, I expected to have quite a bit of grape flavor to it, you know. I was actually so disappointed in the grow, I almost thought about getting rid of it and just putting something else in here. When I popped those other ones, the Kongzilla and the spicy guava, I was literally like, damn, I should run something different. But it's part of what makes people good growers, is being able to run the same strain, figure out where they go wrong, and adapting to it and trying to make it better. So I am not going to clone this plant again. I have more seeds of it. Maybe it's just this pheno, I don't know, but I figured I'm this far into it, we might as well see what comes of it, you know what I mean? So I don't know. So being this is in a 7.5 gallon pot here, I'm gonna only give it about 1 gallon of water just to make sure it's saturated through. I'm gonna wait for the runoff on it. Well, it actually might only take 3/4, I'm not sure. It's still got a little bit of wetness in there. I didn't let it totally dry out because I want to keep the microbe life good. But I'm gonna run it till I get a little bit of runoff down there at the bottom, but I'm gonna let it take its time, so I'm not gonna keep pushing on this. But I'm going to continue to scrog this out like we did on the last one. I'm not going to double net because it's just a pain in the ass, to be honest with y'all. But I want to see if I can get a decent crop offer. Y'all can see I cleaned up the bottom pretty good on this. But let's see, I got some stragglers coming in down there. Nothing too bad, just a few down there. And I'm gonna get out the way so we can focus on top bud growth. But man, overwatering slows down growth so much, y'all. For all you new growers, I don't know if you've dealt with it yet. It takes a long time to recover. So definitely always better to underwater than to overwater. And take the time and take it easy with them, and spend the time making sure you got it right, because good lord, can definitely affect the crop and all that, especially depending on the time that you overwater. As y'all can see in my last run on that Blue Dream, I got beside myself because we had so much going on and illness running through the house that I kind of just got sidetracked, double watered, filled the mess out of that thing, and could have been a whole lot better of a turnout had I actually just taken the dang time and dealt with it correctly. But you know, you live, you learn. That's the whole point of growing. You got to make mistakes to make improvements. So just always stick with it and follow through. And I started making journals on all the other ones, but like I said, this one I just kind of winging it because I already know, like, I already ran it once, and like I said, I was thoroughly disappointed in it. So this is just kind of one of those add-on for flour. I'm just kind of seeing what we can do and get out of it on the second run here, which starting off, I ain't starting too hot, y'all. It's lanky and definitely about over the strain. I'll tell you what, I got a whole lot of seeds. I got some cool things in the works, I believe, and looking to link up with one of y'all's fellow watchers and maybe work with him, so let you guys see what he's been doing. Looks like he's got some good strains going on over there, and I'm definitely interested in seeing what he's got and what we can do with them here at Wepop Gardening, and kind of just see what's up. But got man down some a few. We're just kind of flip-flopping some strains. I'm sending him some. I'm waiting for my slaps to get in. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I got some slaps coming in. Finally got a logo made up, so thinking about making some merch and stuff too. I don't know. I know it's super early in the channel, but my nephew's wanting to rep it, and I think I'm gonna get a few sweatshirts made, some hats and stuff. But I don't know, y'all let me know down in the comments if that's something y'all might be interested in. Obviously I'm self-investing, so I don't want to overdo it and end up stuck with a bunch of stuff. I'm still trying to work out logistics on getting things ordered per se. I'm working it to where I'm not dealing with super huge overhead, because man, tell you what, I don't know if y'all know this, but you don't make a lot of money doing this. It's more of support from the community and such, so and self-investment, like I said. But I know you gotta put the time and effort in. Not complaining or anything, just saying. Everything in my garden besides Vivosun sponsorship has been bought and paid for on our own accord, and doing my own thing. So Obviously I want to bring y'all better content and stuff, but I'm debating on starting a merch line to see if maybe anybody be interested in getting it. Just let me know. Just putting feelers out, no obligations. Thought about doing Patreon, maybe give everybody the option to reach out directly and ask questions about grows and things like that. But man, I don't know. That's a whole lot of ask. Plus, I think most of y'all that are here are currently already growing and have been growing. But you know, I don't know. Just looking for better ways to improve the channel and also connect with the canning community and help y'all and, you know, continue to bring things forward to y'all. But give me some input. That's all I'm asking for. Just some ideas, some thoughts. Be cool to see what y'all think and you know, work on it from there. This community is everything. Meeting a lot of cool people, man, and I'm grateful for y'all. Been hooking up left and right with folks and working on new avenues and things like that, because, you know, I'm a combat vet. I'm tired, beat up, seen some shit. Just looking to work towards being able to stay at home and not beat myself up all day long doing the job I'm doing. And I guess they call it work, but if you're doing something you actually love, is it really work? And this growing thing and getting set up with canning community and working with everybody's been awesome. So I don't know, I kind of feel like we got an option to do that full time. That would be freaking badass. But anyway, again, just let me know what y'all are thinking and shoot me some opinions on it. I'm curious to know what y'all think. I gotta get you guys a list, man. I got a whole bunch of seeds that I'm stoked to run, but at the same time, like, I got so many I don't even know what y'all want to see. So like, give me some input on that too. Shoot out some strains or shout out some strains down in the comments there, so I can make a decision on the next run and see what we got going on and what we can do. The growth on this thing is starting to pick up though. I can't lie, because I dropped that net the day I did it and or overwatered, and I've been able to tuck a couple of them. These are starting to run out a little bit, so can hopefully kind of get these spreading out. This one's close. Could probably tuck this in the next day or so, just get it out here a little more. Hopefully we can get these to turn out and spread out. And it's just the growth on it has been so slow since the overwater, so just kind of playing with it, going by ear and seeing what we can come up with, fam. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. I'll keep y'all posted on this for sure. I'm not gonna bore y'all with the watering the rest of the way. Like I said, this is the first water since I overwatered almost 2 weeks ago now. So I'm just gonna hit it with the little newts here. We'll get things rolling on it, and we'll keep you posted on it. So I'll check back in here in a few days, fam. We'll talk to y'all soon. Today is feed day. Flipped her the flower yesterday. As I said, I'm over this strain. This was tucked. Not getting much growth, so I just untucked it. I'm not defoling. You can see she needs some water. She's a little desperate, so I'm gonna feed it out. I got some water prepped to 6.5. Put some silica in there, and then did a 50-50 blend with the green rush. Put in a total of 9 teaspoons of the green and also the bloom. After this feeding, I will be going directly to the bloom for the remainder of it. Also added recharge on this one, but got that 7.5 gallon pot down here. So I'm just gonna feed it, water her out, feed it up, make sure we get the runoff here, and check back in with it. All in all, it's not a bad strain. I'm just tired of messing with it. I was trying to scrog it out, but I don't want to keep waiting on it. I want to get into running some autos here, actually. I feel like with the 3 crops I'm going to get here, I have plenty of medicine to last me for a while, and I can just run a few of the auto flowers, because I haven't done too many of those on the channel. I kind of like running them from time to time, so I'm going to get back into that and see what we can get out of here as far as different strains, you know what I mean? And some purple haze autos that I got from Mr. Putman, which again, if y'all are interested in getting anything from him, email me. I got his direct contact, or you can find him on Facebook. Just look up Bill Putman. Hillbilly Fire Genetics is the name of his company. So he's got some headbangers in there. I'm excited to run. He's got some old school stuff. So again, feel free to email me if you want his direct number instead of dealing with them on Facebook or whatever. Old school man, so he keeps his contacts to a limited basis. But if you're a vet, he's got some really good, he takes care of his vets, so food for thought. Email me at wepopsmoke@yahoo.com, and I can discuss details with y'all if you're interested. Yeah, I'm gonna get this thing rolling out here. We're gonna get this cropped out, and then we will be moving right along. What's good, guys? We are back here on day 3 since the flip on the Granddaddy Purple here. Looking good. She's just thick. I noticed some things on the underline here that I want to clean up. Figured I'd show you all that, and that way new growers can kind of see why I do shit and figure out when I do it, etc. I'm gonna get in here. I just wanted to show you guys this so that we can see kind of what I'm doing here, like I said, and why. So this stem right here, right? I'm gonna cut this. So if you look up top, you see how she's moving? She's this little one right underneath. Ain't gonna do much anyway, so I want to clear this out and kind of open it up. And obviously, the sooner you do it, the better. So I'm gonna clip some things off here and just clean this mess up. That way it can focus more on the flower side. But I wanted to show you guys what I was doing, obviously. So we're gonna go into flower here, and like a lot of this stuff, like right here, this ain't ever gonna see light. So I'm gonna clear it out. It's gonna take away from the buds up top, and I don't wanna, obviously, you want it to focus on, even if it's less bud, it's just more of a focus on those top nugs. So you ain't gotta like worry about all that extra LARP and BS. So structurally, this is pretty good. So I'm gonna come in here and just clean all this BS up on the bottom side. Like this stuff right here. You see this? It's dying out because it ain't getting light anyway. So I'm gonna get into that, and I'll check back in here After I get done, we'll save y'all the monotony. Alright, fam. So there it is, cleaned up. Got a much better clear out underneath there, which thin things out up top. Get y'all a shot of that. See, so now I got room for air. Not as much concern for bud rot, things like that. Plus the buds will have room to grow in. So that's all I was doing. Took a crap ton off there, but figured the sooner we do it, the better off she's gonna be. She can focus on building them buds up here once we get past week 3. Like I said, this is day 3 of the flower phase. Plus this will also chill out the stretch, keep the nodes tighter, in my opinion. No scientific backing on that, but just from my experiences, it seems to help it. But anyway, I'll check back in here in a couple days and we'll let y'all see what's going on. What up, what up, what up? Wanted to come back in here and let you guys see the update on this Granddaddy. Damn. She has made a hellacious turn, y'all. So, been running that green rush, and gotta be honest with y'all, I think that last run of this Granddaddy, me complaining this whole time, has been me messing up. I heard this was a heavy feeder. Obviously didn't take it into count on the last run, and I think I was starving her with that guy, y'all. So she is looking healthier than crap. We are headed into week 3 here of flower. Y'all can see she's starting to bud up a little bit, and we are rounding the corner on the end of week 2. So stretch, I think, is freaking there, and she's just gonna start budding out now. I'm gonna keep feeding her the green rush. I've also been adding silica to the mix here. She's getting stout, see, firming up quite a bit. So we're gonna keep riding it out. I'm gonna do straight bloom from green rush for the remainder here, and then opposite days I'm gonna run silica, just like I'm doing on the Kongzilla over there. It seems to be working well for both plants. And sadly, nah, I am not disappointed with the string. Of course, I didn't take clones. Good thing I got a couple seed backups. I'd like to see a different pheno of this, just to kind of see what kind of results we get out of it. But anyway, learning curves. So I'm gonna mark that down in my book and make sure that I heavy feed the whole way through and maximize it so we get better growth out of the next run. But again, that's what all this is about, right? Learning curves along the way. Anyway, I just wanted to come in here and let you guys see what was going on. Like I said, we are ending out week 2. We are at day like 16 from the flip, and I'll keep y'all posted on her. We'll see what's going on. Stay tuned on her. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.